Seneca famously said, "While we wait for life, life passes." When you understand that your days are counted, that your days are limited, you begin to work with urgency towards your goals. You begin to work with urgency towards the things that you want in life. People say, well, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll get started when the new year hits. It doesn't work that way. Life passes you by with no urgency, but day by day. And so many people live and wake up like accidents that they forget this beautiful principle that life is in your control, and if you want to experience a certain type of outcome and a certain type of future, you must input the necessary labor today. Don't let life pass you by. If you can dream it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. It can potentially become yours with the right energy input, the amount of work ethic necessary, and a good attitude. Understand that you have one life. How you live it is your choice, but life will pass you by. You don't want to be the person that wakes up 30, 40, 50 years from now and regrets what they did, regrets who they hung out with, regrets the decisions that they took, the inability to exercise at an early age, the inability to develop a massive quality network, or to start that business that you always desired. Don't let life pass you by, because if you do not take life by the horns, life will just continue flowing. You'll either be a byproduct of chance, or you will take life and own it, because you're only as good as the decisions that you make. Every single day, you have a chance to determine whether that day will become a success or a failure. You're only as good as your last shot. You're only as good as your last win. A lot of people that live in past victories or past failures end up losing in life because they're reminiscing on the past. The past will not determine the future. You need to understand that every single day when you wake up, you have the ability to reset the clock, right? And you have the ability to reset the direction of your life. So if you were doing something yesterday that wasn't pushing you towards success, that doesn't define you. You can change, you can adapt, you can re-engineer your future by changing your habits. There's 3 things that I determined that are extremely important if you want to reshape your future. Number 1 is your work ethic. When you get back from work, right? I know we're tired, but do you clock in towards building your dream, towards building the avatar character that you have? Or are you just gonna doom scroll on TikTok and watch Netflix? Your work ethic is extremely important, and it costs nothing to have a strong work ethic. Now, you don't just wanna have a strong work ethic when you clock in. You wanna have a strong work ethic towards your dreams. Number 2 is a good attitude. Nobody will ever do business with somebody that has a shitty attitude. Nobody wants to be around those people, especially long term. You may get away with it for a little bit. But if you're a hater, if you're a loser, if you present yourself with negativity, people won't want to be around you. And it's free to have a good attitude. Number 1 is your work ethic. Number 2 is your attitude. And number 3 is your understanding that you need to be a student. What do I mean by this? I see so many brokies online, the haters online. They think they know everything. But you examine their bank account, you examine their network, you examine their connections, and you examine the plans that they have for the future. And they don't have a student's mind. They don't care to learn new things. But you need to understand that you don't know anything in order to progress. And all of these 3 things are absolutely free. A good attitude, a strong work ethic, and having a student's mind is what will push you towards success. It's what will propel you towards getting to the next level. And it costs no money. If you want to develop a stronger network, if you want to learn new skills, you need to be teachable, you need to have a good attitude, and you need to work your ass off every single day. I come from very little, but I used what I had at the time to my advantage. And I said, well, just because I was born into a family that didn't have a lot of money, doesn't mean I can't have a lot of money. Just because I don't know things today regarding a certain topic, the markets, building online businesses, managing teams, doesn't mean I can't learn these things. I can, and I will. And finally, when I present myself with my team, with my investors, with my partners, how do I present myself? With a good attitude, or I'm always hating on them, shitting on them, am I degrading them, or am I degrading myself? Good attitude, good work ethic, and have a student's mind. All these things are free. Exercise them, apply them, develop them, and you'll be one step closer to becoming successful. Very simple.